finding myself with the organization, the Women of Padare in Uganda, with Susan and Santa. We have it easy here in North America and Europe and other first world countries. Some countries live with war, malnutrition, being abducted at a young age, and yet we find a way to complain about what we have or don't have. We call that first world problem. It's not to say that they shouldn't be addressed, but sometimes putting things in perspective can help us appreciate what we have or don't have. Living with the safety of our home, a roof on our head, food on the table, having our basic needs met daily is something that some people don't have the luxury to have. There are women in other countries that are assaulted, beaten, violated, and so much more. On today's episode, we have two Ugandan women who have found solace in an organization called the Women of Padare in Uganda, or TOPU. Our first guest is Santa. She's a single mother of 4. She was captured and held captive for 2 months, but she managed to escape her atrocities of the LRA. She is now part of the organization and works for it for the Beads Project. Our second guest is Susan, married with 2 children. She was captured and held as a child soldier for over 2 years. Today, she's a cleaner at TOPU and on all of its campuses. They both heard of the organization through their church and are trying to make a better living for themselves and their family today. They're here to tell their stories of resilience and how they found their spark through a beautiful organization that helped them through their journey. That's what we're talking about today. Welcome aboard the podcast, A Woman's Spark with Janik, a place to show women how powerful they are and remind them of the spark that they carry. The strength that gets us up every day, a place to feel seen and understood when we don't fully have what it takes to get back up on a hard day. We're building a community of women that wants to help one another, inspire each other to become stronger and more united, as we were born to be. Before we get started, here's some data about Ugandan women in the town of Padare in northern Uganda. For 20 years, the people of northern Uganda faced the atrocities of warlord Joseph Kony and his army. The LRA was infamous for kidnapping children and forcing them to commit atrocities, even to their own people. They were responsible for the abduction of 20,000 children, murder of 100,000 civilians, and displacement of 1.5 million people over 20 years during this reign of terror. Padare is a town in a district by the same name in northern Uganda and was a camp for displaced people during and after the war. The founder, Mrs. Holly Williamson, who was a guest on our previous podcast, first visited Padare in 2013, 7 years after the LRA had run out of the area. She saw the devastation that was still amongst the community. There was isolation, distrust amongst the community, and immense poverty. The women who were often left widowed or abandoned carried the heaviest of the burden because they attempted to care for their own families and community. Susan and Santa are here to tell their story. Holly felt a call to do something and founded the Women of Padare. The program grew and brought women together, like our guest today. The Women of Padare in Uganda, or TOPU, has gone on to offer many programs and projects with goals of bringing hope, healing, and empowerment for those women. Susan and Santa are here today to tell us their story on how the organization helped them become the women they are today. We'll welcome them right after this break. Welcome back to a Women's Spark podcast with Janik. Today on a Women's Spark podcast, we're welcoming Santa and Susan from the organization, the Women of Padare in Uganda. They found solace in the organization, and we're going to start with Santa, who was captured and held captive for 2 months and managed to escape her atrocities. We're then going to speak to Susan. They're here to tell their story of resilience and how they are finding their spark today through the beautiful organization, the Women of Padare in Uganda. So Please welcome our spark of the day. To start, Santa. Hi, Santa.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for
Hi.
coming on board.
Welcome.
Thank you very, very much for coming on. I would like to first leave you the floor and you tell us what happened before you found the woman of Pader.
At the time when I escaped from the bush, I with my big sister.
Where did you go?
We go in Gulu.
In Gulu?
Yes.
And who was in Gulu at that time? Did you have family already in Gulu?
No.
No, just friends? Or you
Yes,
just...
my friends.
Okay. And so when did you first find out about the woman of Pader?
2013.
Oh, 13. So in 2013, you found the woman of Pader?
Yes.
And why did you want to go with this organization?
I want to go ahead.
Why did you want to go?
Because I want to make I want to make it to give me money to help me in my home,
Okay.
with my children, with my friends, to change my
And
life.
okay, and to change your life. And
Yeah.
since you've been with the woman of Pader, how has the organization helped you change your life?
It helped my life. It changed my life because by the time when I'm not working in the women of the Uganda, I feel hurt with my family. By the time when I reach here, my life changed. By the time when I did not work here in the women of the Uganda,
Okay.
I feel hurt in my family. By the time when I reach here to start working, my life changed.
And how did it change? What made it change?
It changed my life with my children. My children feel free in school. My children feel free in the hospital. My children, even me also, I feel free in eating some food.
So you safety and feel surrounded by people that were warm and kind with you and get the right health care. So do you currently live in the organization? Do you sleep there with your children?
No,
No. How often do you go into the organization?
every day.
Every day.
Yeah,
Is it a long walk from where you live?
I live near.
So can you explain to me how you felt as a woman, the difference between before you met the woman of Pader up until who you are today? Is like, were you, before you met the woman of Pader, were you scared? Were you more sad? And then now today, how do you feel after meeting the woman of Pader?
I feel free.
You feel freer. But
Yeah,
before you saw the woman of Pader, how did you feel?
I feel hurt.
You feel hurt. And
Yes.
then is it fair to say that they helped you feel more safe?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Is there now a big community of women who help each other that you can trust now?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've made some some friends that you see outside of the organization as well?
Yes,
What daily activities do you do at the Women of Pader that you like to do?
I make beats.
You make beads?
Yes.
Do you have do you have some beads I could see? Do you have some with you by any chance?
Yes.
Let me see. Bring it
Yeah.
closer to the camera. Oh, bring closer. You made that?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
And do you wear them yourself?
Yes.
You do? Very nice.
Even it is there.
It's beautiful.
This one.
But the beads, are they more red or orange?
Orange, red.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's very,
Thank
very
you.
beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, before we speak with Susan, I would like to know, what has the organization inspired you to do for the future? Who does Santa want to be?
I want to do myself, my home.
You want to make your home.
Yes,
And with your children, how many children do you have?
I have 4.
4 children. So you want to make a home for you and your children. That is beautiful. Thank you, Santa. I really appreciate you sharing with us today.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Women's Park podcast with Janik. We're here with Susan and Santa. We've already spoken to Santa. Coming up, we're going to speak to Susan. They were both introduced to me by our previous guest, Mrs. Holly Williamson. She's the founder of the Women of Pader in Uganda. She first visited the area in 2013, 7 years after the LRA had run out of the area. She saw the devastation, the isolation of the ladies there, the distress and immense poverty. Today, now, we are speaking with Susan, who's lived through being held in captivity as a child soldier for over 2 years. Both of them, Susan and Santa, work now into the organization, the Women of Pader, and they found solace and purpose within this organization. They are beautiful, sparkling women with hearts of gold. Please welcome our next guest, Mrs. Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm so happy you're coming on board today of the podcast and telling us about your story. Are you comfortable enough to tell us about your story before the Women of Pader?
Yes.
What happened to you?
In 2002, I was in my village. It's called Wipolo. So he's left me and my mom and my sister and my brother. So the rebels come, then took me because me I was a firstborn.
Okay.
So my mother was trying to pick me up from them. So she was shouting, quarreling with them. Then one person came and said, "Woman, you are quarreling so much because near us we have soldier." So they picked my mom, they cut her with the panga in pieces. Then me, I got here. Then I moved with them. So after that, they starting giving me bad thing like killing, beating people, taking thing by force. So after we went to Sudan for training for 6 months, they give me gun. They teach me how to kill, how to do a lot of things. But so I've been there for 3 years.
Okay.
Then one day there was war. Then I kept from there. So they took me. They took me to the leader who near us, like LC1 from that village. So I stayed there for 2 days. Then they took me to where they can keep us, like a world vision. So I've been there for 3 months. Then they bring me back to look after my family from there. So by the time I came home, my mom was not there, and I left my dad with our children. So my dad got another woman. He started living. He started with that woman. But the problem we have, backbiting. When I moved to the neighbor place, they say this one, the person who been from the bush, doesn't know nothing. Even the word I speak, they took like they don't take it seriously. So I got scared from there with the heartbreak because I have trauma when I've been in the bush. I have it a lot. So I start saying myself, I need to go from here. So I woke up in the morning. I picked my leggings. Then I went to another town. Then I started saying that I've been staying there like for 6 months. From there, I got Mama Holly when I'm staying in the restaurant because I was working there as a cashier. So from
Okay.
there, I got Mama Holly.
And what is Mama Holly? Mama Holly is Holly Williamson, the founder of the Women of
Yes.
Pader.
Yeah.
And I just want to differentiate the before and the after. And before I do that, first of all, I'm really sorry you went through that. That is, no one should ever go through anything like this. And I really want to send you a hug from the screen. Even if it's so far away, you deserve a massive hug. So
Okay.
before you met the Holly from the Woman of Pader, can you tell me your state of mind? How did you feel? What were your feelings before you met Holly?
From there, I have a lot of trauma. The thing is hard. Even I fear how to walk because I feel from myself that me as myself, I'm a sinner. So I fear even to move, to talk, because I know what I've been doing there in the bush was
Yes,
not easy. Yeah,
absolutely. No one should ever
yeah.
go through that. No one should ever go through that. And then you met Holly. What was your first meeting with Holly? How did it happen?
I met Mama. He came to Pade because he want to start a project with the women of Pade.
Mhm.
That was 2013. So I been close to her. I told her my story. Then she said, it's okay. Let me move with you. Then she called me where she's living. Then I start staying with her. No, I start working as a
Y-
cleaner.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the organization or for another for someone else?
Organization. From there, I've been working for someone, not
Oh,
Holly.
okay.
Yeah.
And then once you met Holly and you started working in the Women of Pader or coming in the organization, how did that slowly make you feel? How did that change you?
She changed me a lot because here I have time to pray, even morning devotion, anytime. Even we have time to aerobic, even we have our counselor here.
You
Yeah.
do aerobics.
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
What what kind of do you tell me about the aerobics? Tell me about do you do that as a group or tell me about this?
We do has a group.
Okay. And are
Yeah.
you the teacher?
No.
No? Who's the teacher?
There are so many.
There's so many. You
Yes.
alternate, maybe. So, what are the other activities you do with the women of Pader?
That's a cleaner.
I really love that you went into the women of Pader and that you're taking the time to tell us about your story. Now, I want to know because living with trauma, I live with trauma, but I can't even come close to what you've lived. So, but I can see you're resilient and I can see you're strong because you're there and you're trying every day, you're getting up every day. Do you have children?
Yeah. I have
So
three.
you have two children. So you get up every day for yourself, but for them as well. What is it that Susan, like I asked Santa, what is it that Susan wants to do with the rest of her life?
In future, I want to have my own business. I want to build my house. And I want my children to go to school to study. Yeah, that is what I want. And I want organization in Mama Holly to move
Mhm,
forward because they have been blessing to us. As me, I feel like God sent to me
mhm.
because
Sh-
now I'm finally, even when, if I'm sick, they're free to take me in the hospital. Even if I have no food, they can help me
Okay.
with food.
Yeah, you can have access to all the safety and the food and the activities that you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I would like to thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart for coming on the podcast today and sharing your story with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we conclude this podcast, I just want to thank Susan and Santa and Holly from the Women of Pader in Uganda for taking their time to share their stories with me on the podcast. It's an honor for you to share your story. Thank you once again. For all the listeners who would like to lend a hand or give back to the Women of Pader, you can find their details in the summary below or at the website www.thewomenofpaderuganda.org. This is it for us for today. Tune in every week on your favorite podcast platform. If you want to get involved with the Be Guided, Be Inspired community, or you'd like to share your life story, make an impact on other women, or you're simply currently going through a hard time and you want to feel seen and understood, come and meet with us on the platform at www.beguidedbeinspired.com. Write us and we'll connect together. Let's change the world of women one conversation at a time. Keep sparkling, you beautifully strong women. See you next time. Love to you all. Bye.